My name's Ned, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to continue trying to implement CI/CD for Microsoft Power BI. If you missed the first video in this series, CI/CD stands for Continuous Integration and Continuous Delivery. Essentially, the idea is that you can have multiple people working on a project at the same time, implementing new features, and as soon as they're tested and ready to go, they're deployed out. Now, this is some more advanced software developer stuff, but I want to follow a pattern that Microsoft laid out on their website and see if I can implement it on my own in my own test and work environment that I use to make these videos. So, with that said, let's go ahead, let's jump into the computer, and let's get started. So, in the first video, we set up our own Azure DevOps environment. If you've missed that video, I'll link it down below in the video description. But now it's time for us to configure our Microsoft Fabric environment. If you remember the usage pattern that we're trying to implement, it uses both a dev and essentially a team production workspace. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create those workspaces in my Microsoft Power BI environment. So here I am in Microsoft Power BI, and I'm going to create two workspaces. So I'm going to hit the new workspace button. And if we remember, there's both a dev workspace and a prod workspace. And as you can see, I'm just in my Microsoft Fabric trial. So, you know, there's not much in here. So here we are, dev and prod. I'm then going to go ahead and I'm going to connect both of these into our Azure DevOps repo. So I'm going to start with dev. I'm going to go into workspace settings, then go into Git integration, then hit Azure DevOps, and then hit connect. This will now pop up in my organization, which as you can see is the one that I created earlier, my project, which is Power BI Video Demo, my Git repository, which is Power BI Video Demo, my branch. There are no branches in this repository. So let's go back and let's create a new branch in our Git repository. So let's go and try and fix that. So here I am back in DevOps and I'm going to go into repos. And as you can see, I actually haven't committed anything to this repo. So how are we going to fix this? Well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit this clone in VS Code button and I'm going to let it open up my VS Code. Now, as you can see, it wants me to create a repository destination on my desktop. So, or on my computer. I'm going to create one on my desktop. So I'm going to go click on my desktop. I'm going to go new folder and I'm going to title this pipeline demo. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select this as my repository location. Okay, it's then going to go ahead and it's going to clone that Git repository onto my local computer. So here we go. Would you like to open the clone repository? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say yes. So I'm going to go ahead and go open. And just like that, I am now in my Git repository. The next thing that I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to create a file for initial commit. So I'm going to click this little plus button for a new file, and I'm going to title it starting place. I'm going to go ahead and there we are. So here we are, starting place. And as you can see, it has a U because it is untracked. So I am going to have to commit this. So I'm going to go over here to this little button right here. I'm going to title this initial commit. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit commit. It's going to say there's no stage changes to commit. So would you like to stage all of them and commit them directly? I'm going to go yes. And just like that, it's ready for me to publish the branch. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit publish branch. And just like that, we should have our first branch published up into Azure DevOps. So let's go ahead and let's see if that worked. So here's that Azure DevOps window. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit refresh. And there we are. So we now have a new master branch. I'm now going to create another branch by clicking new branch right here. And I'm going to title this dev branch. And it cannot contain a space. So I'm going to title this dev. And I'm going to go all lowercase. So I'm going to go dev and I'm going to hit create. Okay, so there we are. Oh God, and I titled it Des. Let's see if we can rename that. We're gonna pop back into VS Code here. So let's go back. Let's go back into VS Code and let's open that. Then let's go back into our Git and we're gonna go open folder. Oop. So let's go back into here. And here's our initial commit. As you can see, we have multiple branches. Here is our December branch. So we're going to go back over to that. Okay, so we're now going to try to fix this. So we're going to go into terminal, new terminal. Okay, then we're going to go git checkout master. Then once that's loaded, we're then going to go git merge DEC, right? And we're going to go and git branch dash delete DEC. We're going to hit enter and it looks like we got an error. So let's try to do this separately. So let's try this one more time. So we're going to go git checkout master, git merge December, right? Git December or git branch dash D December. Okay, so now it was deleted. And I think we should have fixed that problem. So let's go ahead and let's run this. And I think we might need to, we need to push it to origin. Okay, so let's go git push origin. And then let's go dash dash delete December. Okay, and it appears origin does not have a git. So let's go git push or, oh, I misspelled origin. ORIGIN. Okay. All right, and now it says everything is up to date. So let's go ahead and let's refresh that. One more time. And we still have December. Okay, so we need to now go ahead and we need to delete it off of origin. So let's go git push origin. And let's go dash dash delete. And we'll go December. Okay, and now it should be gone. So did we fix my spelling mistake? Yes, nice, we did. Okay, so let's go commits and we'll just look at that. So there we got our initial commit and we go branches, right? So we just have one branch. So now going back into this terminal, let's try to create a branch that's actually spelled correctly. So let's go git checkout dash B and we're going to call this dev, right? DEV, not December. So we're going to do that. So we're now on a new branch called dev, and then we're going to go git push origin, and we will go dev, and we will go ahead and we'll hit enter. And there we are. We should now have a new branch called dev. Let's double check that. So let's go back over here and let's refresh this. And here we are. We now have a master and a dev. So now jumping back into Microsoft Power BI, we should now finally be able to configure this. So let's go back into Git organization. We'll select our Git project, Power BI video demo, our Git repository, our branch of, this is our dev. So we'll go into dev and we will title the Git folder Power BI. And we'll go ahead and hit connect and sync. And we'll hit create and sync since that folder doesn't exist. So here we are now on our dev line, and then we'll go back over into our prod, right? Because that'll be our production, and we'll do the same step. So we'll go Git integration, Azure Dev Ops, organization, Power BI video demo, Git repository, branch, and we'll go master, and we'll title this exact same folder. I think I titled it Power BI. Right, and so I'll go ahead and I will hit connect, create, and sync. Okay, so we should now have two folders on our repo. So let's go ahead and let's confirm that. Right, so here are our two branches. So let's go right here. And on our master, right, there we are. We've got Power BI. And on our dev, we also have Power BI. And that's it for today. So if you're enjoying this journey and enjoying seeing me struggle with Git and Azure Dev Ops as I try to set up a pipeline, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Again, this is kind of a newer video style or series that I'm trying where I'm actually kind of figuring things out alongside you. With that, I hope you have a good rest of your day.